Hello everybody and welcome back to the world of Plantboi. Today I have a reading in regards to love. Somebody you're thinking of, somebody you have had relations in the past, somebody who may be in no contact, somebody who's just around you. Maybe it's a crush, maybe it's somebody you know. How do they truly feel towards you right now? Are these feelings mutual? Do they still have these feelings? We will see all the feelings that they have for you, and we will also get more information and more details on those feelings, on their thought process, and the whole relationship so you can see if it is for you. I will be using the Shadowscape Tarot to read for you today. I will also be using my intuition to read for you today. I ask that you also use your own intuition to help yourself throughout the reading, because this is not for anybody specific. This is for the general public. This is also a timeless reading, so whenever you find this, it shall apply. And timestamps for each reading will be down in the description and in the comment section. Has anybody else been having crazy dreams? I feel like I've been having so many dreams and insane, weird, crazy dreams. A lot of people popping into them. It's making me think. Any astrologers? Is there something going on in the sky? What's happening? Anyways, let's see how this person feels towards you. Truly, really. On to the readings. Here are your options to choose out of. Number 1, we have this rectangular yellow stone, orange yellow, mustard yellow stone. Beautiful, vibrant color. Very flat. Number 1, beautiful rectangular orange yellow stone. Number 2, we have this red stone, round red stone. Number 2. And for number 3, we have this flat white stone. Beautiful flat white stone for number 3. All right, now I ask that you focus on the intention. You can close your eyes, take a deep breath, open your eyes, and pick according to your intuition. Which stone is calling out to you? Which stone do you feel most drawn to? Take as much time as you need. Feel free to pause the video if you need, but I will let this play out. All right, on to the stones. On to the readings. Hello, number 1, everybody that picked this beautiful rectangular stone. Let's shuffle your deck and let us see. This person you're thinking of, how do they truly feel towards you right now? Great. Number 1. Number 1, I feel like this person definitely, you and this person definitely had a past. Okay, I don't think this is anybody new. I don't think this is a crush from afar. I don't think this is a friend. I think you guys really had a strong past that was a lot of mental games and puzzles and mazes went through, and you kind of felt like it's over and it was done with, and you felt extinguished. Everything was done. The energy, the mental energy was already drained out. I feel like you felt like this was over with. Not like the relationship was done, even though I do feel like it was, but I feel like the capacity to even keep going with this mental, these thoughts, these feelings, it's just a lot of mental energy that took up space in your life. But I do feel like this person does have romantic feelings for you. I feel like they do want to come through with romantic gestures, apologies, forgiveness. I feel like there's this feeling of wanting to heal between you two, wanting to move forward from the past. I think this person wants to send comfort and send healing energy, apologies. There's something that wants to be resurfaced and rekindled and redone and renewed. I feel like there are a lot of suitors looking around, waiting around, maybe your family members, your friends, they kind of are like spectators and they want to know what's going to happen. Maybe you've been talking to friends, talking to family, talking to people around you about this situation. And maybe these people are giving you advice on what to do, but I don't know if they have the best interest in heart. I think they're really just focused on their selves and what they think. So follow your heart. Sometimes people feel like they don't want to go back to this person just because they're going to disappoint other people. But in this case, I feel like this person actually has matured emotionally and has turned into this King of Cups, has went through the forgiveness of themselves, really isolated themselves and their feelings, and really turned it into what you need for yourself, for your feelings, for the relationship, for you. So no longer selfish, no longer thinking of themselves or acting upon selfish feelings, but thinking about you and your future together. Moving forward, leaving the fires in the past, moving forward to better lands, even isolating just you two together, without all the disruption of family and friends' opinions. I feel like the isolation of not having the people's opinions is allowing you to see the relationship for what it was and to really be true to yourselves instead of the influence of others. Like, oh, I'm gonna do this because my best friend told me to do it, or yeah, my friend told me to stop talking to this person, so I'm gonna do it. But I feel like you're like closing your ears to other people and really listening to your heart and, you know, thinking, well, this is what I want, this is who I want. And I don't think this person has been very disrespectful to the point where you're diminishing your own self-respect. You know, you're disrespecting yourself. I don't think you will be disrespecting yourself going back to this person, but I do feel like there were some endings, conclusions, and there is a point of like, do you really want to go down this path again? Do you really want to look at these 10 swords and resurface the feelings, the mental anguish, the mental games, the selfishness? I feel like there was a lot of selfishness with this person, maybe other people involved, a lot of personal gain, not really thinking of you, and then you were heartbroken in the end, you know? I feel like this person feels a lot of sorrow. I feel like this person feels a lot of regret of the past. There's a lot of regret of the past with this person and having to do the internal work to be a better person. I think they're actually trying to be a better person, even though you might not think that's possible. But in between the swords, we have cups. So it's like a lot of going back and forth with feelings versus how I feel and what I'm thinking. And I think this person probably went through therapy, needs therapy, but there's definitely this sail to better waters, this sail to comfort, and this sail to accept and forgive. So even if this is not going to be romantic, I feel like it's the maturity level of maturing emotionally to forgive and to accept what has happened, okay? Instead of being emotionally immature and wanting and wanting and wanting and begging and, you know, why did this happen to me? I can't believe this happened to me. Why did you do this to me? I feel like everything was me centered, but now it's more like, I forgive. This is what it was, and this is what it is now, and I'm ready to move on. We have the 10 of swords, the 6 of swords. there's just a need to move on. And I think there are better suitors out there for you. I think there are better people out there for you, but for some reason this heartbreak is always going to send you back to think of isolation and getting back to healing, and should I go back to this person? And this is their thoughts as well. Should I go back to this person? You know, it can be mutual, it can be them, it can be you. But yeah, I feel like they feel the need to change. This need for a renewed relationship, not even just with you, but it's themselves, it's the world around them, the people around them, getting new friends, getting a new set of eyes and ears, and wanting to just be uplifted and changed. But there is these feelings of sorrow and regret, and you know, I feel like the regret is within themselves, what they did, because they see the potential of what it could have been. The emotions could have matured, the emotions could have been greater and stronger, but that wasn't the case. Yeah. I feel like this is a lot of personal, individual work with them and their feelings. When they think of you, they think of themselves and how they can better themselves. You know, you're kind of like a lesson. So when they think of you, it's like lessons of what not to do in the future, who not to be in the future. So that's what I have for you. And if they do come in contact with you, it will be different. It will be a change. It will be trying to do better just for themselves, though. I don't think this is someone that's going to come and marry you and everything's going to be grand. It's more like you guys need this healing to come together, to apologize, to move on, to move forward to something better. Because I think there is something better for you. So thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe if that resonated with you. And until next time, the world of Plantboi. Hello, number 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's shuffle your deck and see what this person, the person you're thinking of, how do they feel towards you right now? What are their true feelings towards you right now? Let's get about 5 cards for you, number 2. What are their true feelings towards you right now? All right. I feel like for you, number 2, this person might be feeling a little trapped. I feel like for you, number 2, this person is thinking of, this person is trapped. This person is thinking too much in their head. This person's head's in the clouds. They're not very grounded. So when they think of you and they have these feelings towards you, it's more about these barriers, these mental barriers of what I could have had, what could be. But instead of making the decision to come into contact with you, they'll just wallow in the thought process of what could have been, what could have happened, what they could have done. I feel like you were like the one that got away, the one that they never were able to really achieve and acquire, the one that really wasn't able to tap into their true love essence. And I think they really were desperate for this change of really having somebody tap into who they really are, their love, their feelings, and then they weren't able to do that. I feel like they think too much. They're too much of dreamers, like they dream too much. I feel like this person isn't very grounded right now, so when they do think of you, the thought processes and the feelings are not grounded in the real reality of your guys' relationship. I feel like they're thinking of the people you're talking to. If you're talking to someone else, they're thinking of jealousy, competition, they're thinking of change. They're probably feeling like you are not into them, that you're into somebody else. There's a lot of insecurity of, can I grasp this person? Does this person actually like me? Is this person actually into me? Does this person want me? You know, it's a lot of wants and ifs and what's going to happen. But the reality is that you are just in tune with yourself. You're just in tune with the real world. You're very grounded. You're very structured and habitual. So you're just focused on yourself, on your growth and where you want to go. And they're over here thinking of the complete opposite of what you're doing. That's why I said their head's in the clouds, because if they really knew you, they would know that you're not doing these things that are in their head, that you're actually just focused on yourself, that you're moving forward, that you're successful in yourself and not in trying to get them back or trying to prove them wrong. And I feel like this is a very immature way of thinking. Little animals. I feel like the relationship was probably immature. The relationship was probably based off just passion and maybe lust, but just attraction, overall attraction, and what they want from you, what they wanted from you, but never actually had, what they want from themselves, what they wanted to do for themselves, what they wanted to bring out of themselves to get to you, to have this relationship, but that wasn't the case. Excuse the helicopter, but it's passing by. I feel like they do have strong feelings for you, even though the relationship itself was immature and built off just natural attraction, physical attraction, kind of admiration. It's very youthful and young and new and crush-like they had a crush on you, or you had a crush on them. But the feelings were actually deep for them. Like, they feel like it was something that could have been strong for the future. They think that these feelings could have grown into something that's more in depth, something deeper to them. I think that they saw you more like visually. Like I said, their heads in the clouds. They like to picture things and think of things. I think they visually saw you as somebody who would be their wife, husband, spouse. But the relationship itself seems too fresh and young and based off of the wrong things. Maybe it was just based off of lust. Maybe it was just a quick little date or something that was short-lived, but they had these intentions and expectations of love, even though the feelings like maybe they weren't in love with you, but I'm feeling like their intentions were definitely based in real love and marriage and wanting a true relationship with you. And they thought that they were going to have this connection, but it never was there. And I think for you, it was more lighthearted and more fun and more trying to get to know this person and trying to understand if this is the person for you. And for some reason, they feel like they can't come back. But I feel like for you, it's still lighthearted, where you're like, well, yeah, we can go out again, or we can talk again. You can call me and I'll answer, but for them, they think too much of like, will they answer? Should I call them? Should I do this? Should I do that? And for you, it's very light, and you're just like doing your own thing, focused on yourself, having a good time. You're very healed, you're very lighthearted, you're very fun, and they're very deep, and they're very in their head, and they're very conscious and self-conscious and secure. And I feel like you guys are like pulling opposite feelings from each other. Like, you're very light and happy and successful, and then they're having like these expectations that are very negative and in their head and insecure. But I think there's potential for this relationship. It's just about maybe you have to be the bigger person and step up and be like, hey, how are you doing? And then they're gonna be like, oh, big sigh of relief, because I was thinking that you never wanted to talk to me, But in reality, there's this deep-rooted sense of wanting to establish something. I feel like both of you want to establish something, maybe wanted to establish something with each other, and it just never, got off the right foot. Maybe something external happened and you had to move, or someone had to like focus on work or focus on family, or something happened. But there is there's potential. There's potential for love, there's potential for romance, and somebody that you can really rely on. It's just their insecurities that get in the way of things. So they definitely feel these feelings for you. They definitely have this attraction for you. It's just about their mind, okay? I feel like they want to be a part of your mindset of confidence, success, and fulfillment, wealthiness, internal wealth. And they're kind of down on these negative emotions, thoughts, and vibrations, okay? So it's beautiful nonetheless. I think they just need a little push. If that's the person you're into, they just need a little push to let them know that you're interested in them, that you're still open to them, and you still have intentions, good intentions with them. If that's the case, then I think this would be a beautiful relationship, okay? So thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe if that resonated with you. And until next time, the world of Plantboi. Hello, number 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's shuffle your deck and see what this person you're thinking of, how they feel towards you truly. What are they thinking of? How do they feel? What's going on between you two? All right, number 3. How do they truly feel towards you? We'll get about 5 cards for you. All right, beautiful. Wow. I feel like this person feels very confident about you. I feel like this person feels very at ease, very grounded, very realistic with you. I feel like this person really wants to build something. I feel like this person really sees potential with you. They really see potential in the cultivation of talking to you, putting in the energy to you, with you, in you. And I feel like they're really going to get something out of this. I think this person feels very confident and wealthy and successful and happy, and they're just very rich looking people. Not just the way they dress or the way they appear, the way they speak. They're very rich with their hearts. They're very wealthy. They're very generous. They're just very open people. I feel like these people I feel like this is somebody you attracted. I feel like this is somebody you manifested. I feel like this is somebody that you've been really wanting and asking for. And I feel like this is deep rooted in your soul mission, somebody that you were meant to meet, somebody who really fuels your roots so you can grow to be the best person you can be. I feel like this person is very in tune with you, and they're trying to make you the best person. You know, it's not just something that they can get out of the relationship. They're not just thinking about the things that they can get out of the relationship. They're thinking about, how can I make this person be better? You know, it's about each other. It's about a relationship and really growing into being the people you are and the people you are meant to be. I feel like this person can be very deep and emotional, but they're very grounded in their emotions. I feel like at times they might feel maybe lonely. At times they might feel like they're different than other people, but they're not the type of people to feel like they're victimized of their world. Do you hear the water roaring? These people really take a grasp of their reality and they make what's best of it. They're very healing, they're very comforting, and they're very homey and comfortable. They feel like a great home. This is somebody that you would place your home into. This is somebody that you would build with. This person is also very intelligent. This person can be seen as very cold because they're so successful. It's almost like a businessman, a businesswoman, a business person who looks very put together, very wealthy, very at ease. They can appear very cold and selfish-minded, but it's because they're focused on themselves and their family and you, okay? They don't care about the outside world. They don't care about the influence of others. They're focused on their kingdom. They're focused on bettering themselves and bettering you, bettering their queen. I feel like this person has been asking for a queen. This person has been wanting a king to their queen, a queen to their king. This person is already established. This person already has a kingdom. This person really wants to build with you. We have the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, King of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles. This is all about cultivation. This is about power. This is about love, mental clarity, and grounded work. You know, we have the grounded work in order to build up this kingdom that you have been cultivating. And I feel like both of you guys may be in the same field of interest, in the same work, the same schooling. I feel like you can create a business together. I feel like this person can appear shy at first, can appear a little diminished, a little, the second in command. but in reality, they are the first in commands. They are the king. They are the one who provides. I think this person thinks a lot, and this person thinks a lot in a good way, like they really establish what they want through their thoughts, and they're not afraid to express that. So this person's not going to be afraid to tell you how they feel, to tell you who you are and who you're meant to be. They might give unsolicited advice, but it's because they're doing it for their best interest of you. And I feel like this person really feels like you're this grand queen to them, this grand king. I feel like this person wants to send out a lot of energy to you. I feel like they see you as somebody who can raise their children, somebody who is in tune with family life and in tune with ruling. This person needs somebody who can rule. This person needs somebody who can rule, somebody who can really step into their shoes and understand them. And I feel like this person feels like you're very mutual. I feel like this person thinks that you are one of them, like you are connected, and this is just something that's meant to happen. There's no overbearing thoughts of what ifs and what if this, what if that. There's no what ifs. It's just, this is my queen. This is meant to happen. This is exactly what I wanted. And I feel like this is somebody you manifested. This is somebody that's meant to be with you. This is somebody that you want and encourage. And I feel like you've encouraged them in your prayers and your thoughts. And this person is here. I don't know if it's a specific person or just the attributes of a person and manifested into this person that has manifested to you. But I think this is beautiful. I think this person has a lot of power, a lot of excitement, and it's very serious, okay? It's not just like, oh, let's go run away into the woods and be in love. This is like, no, we're gonna take this serious. We're gonna start a family. We're gonna have money to our name. We're gonna create an empire. We're gonna create a kingdom, and our children are gonna be able to live off this. We're going to be able to live off this for generations, and we're going to be an influence to our community. I feel like this person's very communal based. This person's probably a strong figure or leader to you or your community or your school or your work, and they see you as somebody who can work by their sides, okay? Or even by yourself. They see the independence in you, so they want that to be a part of them, okay? There's no dependence, there's no codependence of feelings and thoughts. It's like everything is just independently you and them, and then it just works together to come together. I feel like this is like two superheroes meant to be together. They both have mutual power, they both have mutual respect and individuality, and they just come together to make this grander superhero, you know, to be a grander power to the community, to the people around you, to the love, to the family, to your friends. And I think this is beautiful. Yeah, interesting. So thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe if that resonated with you. And until next time, the world of Plantboi.